The project in the university has sort of gone through, a grand vision that I imagined, being able to develop not just a pedagogy of global classrooms, but also put it into action through some pilots. It has found its way into the discourse of many different people, faculty, administrators in different divisions. And so, starting to hear it around the university from people you had spoken to about this a while ago is great because it's taken hold. In which way can faculty who are putting together next year's syllabus going to be able to tap into this richness of resources that I've been curating over the last year? So what I developed was an online hub. It's www.ourglobalclassrooms.com, and it is currently a standalone page, and we're looking into incorporating institutionally. But there, faculty are able to find case studies, matrices for developing partnerships with other professors in other universities. It's been very encouraging to see not only the Office of the Vice Provost International very interested and supportive and cheerleading this initiative, but also different deans at divisions that have been writing to me to consult on potentially how to develop a call for proposals for their faculty to apply to get a little seed funding to develop a global classroom. It was immensely helpful to have, for example, the course evaluation team at CTSI to work with to design this survey and to be able to administer it with me and to think about the responses and to analyze it. That was just a resource that made this this output possible. I mentioned this in another interview we had, that time is always a challenge. I mean, trying to manage this project in conjunction with multiple other, directing an undergraduate program and teaching and developing other initiatives is always a challenge. But that's nothing particular to the Global Classrooms project. But it was incredibly rewarding. It was, it's not common to be able to devote time, be given resources, attention, institutional home to an idea. And I think that that's really unique about this opportunity. My advice is personal, as one would think. I find that in big universities like the University of Toronto, one of the best things you can do as anyone interested in teaching is to connect with others who are passionate about teaching. And so for teaching fellows, I would suggest to continue that approach, that to find people who are, it doesn't matter where or doing what, who just get excited with you about the things that are important to both of you. I think that gives you fuel in order to get through what sometimes are challenges, that you try to figure out, how do I make this work? How do I make this work in the context of wherever you're working? For me, it just helps to share excitement. So having a community is important. They give you perspectives that you hadn't even imagined. So one way to continue to develop this is to continue to pitch it within the context of new initiatives and new internationalization initiatives. So how can it dovetail into, for example, new global idea type courses or programs that will look to internationalize the entire university? I should also say that I want to be a resource to other faculty, so that if anyone is actually interested and goes through the website and has more questions, I'd be very, very happy to provide, the research and the bibliography and the information that I've been putting together, and to just have conversation with faculty on ways, to brainstorm together ways in which to incorporate a global classroom approach into their existing classrooms.